Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today's video, I will be doing a read aloud of a Dr. Seuss book, Seuss-isms, a guide to life for those just starting out and those already on their way. I decided to choose this book because I thought it was really interesting how he took illustrations and different quotes from numerous of his books and found good enough ones that will give advice or a guide to life for children, adults, anybody in general. I feel like this would be a really good book for classrooms and for kids to just read and learn how they can help their life. Seuss-isms, a guide to life for those just starting out and those already on their way, by Dr. Seuss. For those just starting out. Be true to yourself. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. Surround yourself with good people, but the yeps on the steps, they're great fun to have around, and so are many, many other friends that I have found. Listen to good advice. Then he spoke great words of wisdom as he sat there on that chair. To eat these things, said my uncle, you must exercise great care. You may swallow down what's solid, but you must spit out the air. Think before you speak. My father had warned me, don't babble, don't bray, for you never can tell who might hear what you say. My father had warned me, boy, button your lip, and I guessed that I should have. I made a bad slip. Babble is kind of like what babies do, where they just talk randomly and they don't really make sense. Tell the truth. Stop telling such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales. Respect your elders. You must not hop on pop. Focus. This was no time for play. This was no time for fun. This was no time for games. There was work to be done. Don't be afraid to accept help. I floated 12 days without toothpaste or soap. I practically almost had given up hope when someone up high shouted, "Here, catch the rope!" Then I knew that my troubles had come to an end, and I climbed up the rope calling, "Thank you, my friend." Expect the unexpected. I heard a strange peep, and I took a quick look, and you know what I saw with the look that I took? A bird laid an egg on my arithmetic book. Face up to adversity. But I bought a big bat. I'm all ready, you see. Now my troubles are going to have troubles with me. Don't obsess. This spot, it was driving me out of my mind. What a spot! What a spot for a fellow to find! My troubles were growing, the way it kept going. Where would it go next? There was no way of knowing. Be careful. So I said to myself, now I'll just have to start to be twice as careful and be twice as smart. I'll watch out for trouble in front and back sections by aiming my eyeballs in different directions. Try new things. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. You do not like them, so you say. Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may, I say. See the light at the end of the tunnel. Then, just when I thought I could stand it no more, by chance I discovered a tiny trapdoor. I popped my head out, the great sky was sky blue, and I knew, from the flowers, I'd finally come through, to the banks of the beautiful river, Wahoo. Be flexible. The bus stop was there, and that part was just fine, but tacked on a stick was a very small sign, saying, "Notice to passengers using our line. We are sorry to say that our driver, Butch Myers, ran over 4 nails and has punctured all tires. So until further notice, the 442 cannot possibly take you to Sola Solu, but I wish you a most pleasant journey by feet. Signed, Bus Line President, Horace P. Sweet." Take chances. The places I hiked to, the roads that I rambled, to find the best eggs that have ever been scrambled. If you want to get eggs you can't buy at a store, you have to do things never thought of before. Expand your horizons. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Keep your eyes on the prize. There are so many things you can learn about, but you'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. Embrace the mysteries of life, 'cause you never can tell what goes on down below. This pool might be bigger than you or I know. Brainstorm. Think, think, she cried. Her thinker upper gave a snorty snore. It started thunk, thunk, thunking as it never had before. With all her might, her eyes shut tight, she cried, thunk, thunk, some more. Study. You can learn about ice. You can learn about mice. You can learn about the price of ice. You might learn a way to earn a few dollars, or how to make donuts, or kangaroo collars. Make a plan. Do you ever sit and fidget when you don't know what to do? Everybody gets to fidget, even me and even you. Go the extra mile, so you see there's no end to the things you might know, depending how far beyond zebra you go. Think outside the box. And Zats is the letter I used to spell That's It, whose nose is so high that most nobody pats it. So to get there and do it, I built an invention, the 3-seater That's It nose padding extension. Work hard and play hard. But it's hard work being king, and he does his work well. If he wants to have a bit of fun, sure, let him have it. Be grateful. When you think things are bad, when you feel sour and blue, when you start to get mad, you should do what I do. Just tell yourself, ducky, you're really quite lucky. Some people are much more, oh, ever so much more, oh, muchly, much, much more unlucky than you. Put your best foot forward. Left foot, right foot, feet, feet, feet. How many, many feet you meet. Embrace your strengths. Shout loud, I am lucky to be what I am. Thank goodness I'm not just a clam or a ham, or a dusty old jar of sour gooseberry jam. I am what I am. That's a great thing to be. Be proud of who you are. Of all the shapes we might have been, I say hooray for the shapes we're in. Be proactive, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot. Nothing is going to get better. It's not. Go green. Plant a new truffula. Treat it with care. Give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest. Protect it from axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back. Check out the competition. You have to be smart and keep watching their feet, because sometimes they stand on their tiptoes and cheat. Remain humble. The rabbit felt mighty important that day, on top of the hill in the sun where he lay. He felt so important up there on that hill that he started in bragging, as animals will. Be patient. If I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's pool? Multitask. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man. And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. I wouldn't be able to do that. Learn to improvise. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around. But since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max, then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Scarce means a very short supply or very limited supply. Think big. My new zoo, McGroo will make people talk. My new zoo, McGroo will make people gawk at the strangest odd creatures that ever did walk. I'll get for my zoo a new sort of hen, who roosts in another's hen top knot, and then another one roosts in the top knot of his, and another in his, and another in his. and so forth and upward and onward. Gee whiz. Don't yell. I do not like this one so well. All he does is yell, yell, yell. I will not have this one about. When he comes in, I put him out. Treat everyone as equal. I'm quite happy to say that the Sneetches got really quite smart on that day. The day they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches, and no kind of Sneetch is the best on the beaches. Remember the little guy. It is good I have someone to help me, he said, right here in my hat on the top of my head. It is good that I have him here with me today. He helps me a lot. This is little Cat A. Pat yourself on the back. Come on, open your mouth and sound off at the sky. Shout loud at the top of your voice. I am I. Me. I am I. And I may not know why, but I know that I like it. 3 cheers. I am I. Take a walk on the wild side. Did you ever fly a kite in bed? Did you ever walk with 10 cats on your head? Did you ever milk this kind of cow? Well, we can do it. We know how. If you never did, you should. These things are fun, and fun is good. I've never walked with 10 cats on my head. That's weird. Know how to make an entrance. What an opening night. What a night. What a sight. I'll hoist up the curtains, the crowds will crowd in, and my circus McGurkus will promptly begin, with a welcoming toot on my welcoming horn, by my horn-tuned apes from the jungles of Jorn, where the very best horn-tuned apes are all born, 'cause the very fresh air there is fine for their lungs, and some of those fellows have 2 or 3 tongues. Hoist means to raise or lift something up, so in this context, they're raising the curtain. Be a good host. You couldn't say scat, 'cause that wouldn't be right. You couldn't shout scram, 'cause that isn't polite. A host has to put up with all kinds of pests, for a host above all must be nice to his guest. So you try hard to smile, and you try to look sweet, and you go right on looking for moose mas to eat. Know when to call it a night. Tomorrow will come, they'll go back to their chore, they'll start on the road, zizzer-zoofing once more. But tonight they've forgotten, their feet are so sore, and that's what the wonderful nighttime is for. Indulge. I could eat a goose-moose burger, 15 pickles and a purple plum, donuts, dumplings, blueberry bumplings, chocolate mush-mush, super sweet, clam stew, ham stew, watermelon whoosh-whoosh, all the things I could eat. But don't overindulge. Silly Sammy Slick sipped 6 sodas and got sick, sick, sick. Age gracefully. You're in pretty good shape for the shape you are in. Uphold justice. I know, up on top you are seeing great sights, but down at the bottom, we too should have rights. Let freedom ring. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free, as turtles and maybe all creatures should be. Be loyal. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and elephants faithful 100%. Cherish diversity. We see them come, we see them go. Some are fast and some are slow. Some are high and some are low. Not one of them is like another. Don't ask us why, go ask your mother. Never underestimate the power of one. A person's a person, no matter how small. Or the power of song. The chief Yukaroo had sent them to meet me, along with the right side up saw girls to greet me. They sang, "Oh, be faithful, believe in thy butter," and they lifted my spirits right out of the gutter. A search for a meeting. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Open your heart. And what happened then? Well, and who they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And always remember, and will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. those already on their way. I highly recommend you guys read this book yourselves because it has a lot of amazing advice in it that you can take now or just to have in case for the future if you really need it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like or a comment down below if you did. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching this. Thank you for your support.